I have created a wardrobe clean out, decluttering, planner and checklist that I'm going to go through with you. I've been getting messages on how I go about decluttering and what are the steps. So I thought I would just create a video with the guide and go through each step with you. So we are going to start with the step one. Step one is all about preparation. I've got my laptop here, so I'll be going through the guide with you. So the first thing we need to do is set a goal. Decide what you want to achieve from this wardrobe clean out. Some people want to just organize their space. They already have the clothes that they want and they got their capsule wardrobe together, but it's just about organizing it. That could be you. Or you could want to create a new style. Your clothes no longer serve you. Um, they no longer fit. They're the wrong style for you. You want to real clean out and start buying new pieces to create a new wardrobe, a new capsule wardrobe for yourself. So figure out what the goal is and what do you want to achieve. That's what we're going to do first. We are going to set a date and a time. So make sure that you have a good couple of hours. What I would suggest is that you focus on section by section, depending on how big your wardrobe is. When I go through my decluttering with my clients, we do section by section. So whether it's a chest of drawers or the wardrobe, pick a section that you're gonna start with, because this process can become very overwhelming and you don't want to start something and then not be able to finish because it's just too overwhelming for you. This can be quite mentally challenging as well, like getting rid of things that mean things to you, that have like a value, a dress or a outfit that has a great memory, but the clothing no longer serves you and you're debating whether to chuck it away or not. So give yourself time, give yourself grace. You can do this, and I would suggest you do it on your own. Sometimes when you are dealing with your stuff, it's nice to be alone doing it or just have like one person to help you, but it can, from some of my clients, it's very embarrassing. They're very embarrassed to show me their wardrobe or their homes or their bedroom. So if you are doing this and you want to invite people around, just be mindful that of how you're feeling when things are coming up in the space. It's very important that when you're decluttering, you're really thinking about refreshing the brain and creating new habits. So just think about that on this first step. The next thing we're going to need is to gather our supplies. So we are going to need storage bins, black bags because you're going to have piles, and make sure you have cleaning supplies because we're going to be cleaning as we go. Full length mirror is really good to have because as you are getting rid of things, you are going to want to try things on and make sure that they really fit you, or if they need to be repaired, to pin them up and be, try them on and say, oh, this is too long or it's too short, or I can turn these into shorts, or I can, hem the bottom and pin and make notes. So a mirror is a good thing to have, a full length mirror, so you can really see how the clothes fit you and if they really are for you at this time. Then also a notebook and a pen, or have your laptop and your notes, because as you're going along this process, you're going to need to just write a few things. You may need some bits for your wardrobe to note down, or feelings may come up. You may want to just write a little paragraph of how you're feeling in the space. So I would suggest notepad is a thing to have with you. And labels, markers, you may want to label certain things, so just make sure you've got your supplies ready to go. The next thing we're going to need to do is create a sorting system. So this sorting system is just, we're going to have a donate system, we're going to have sell, where you're going to sell items, we're going to have trash, and we're going to have repair. So this is the system that we're going to use throughout. Are we going to donate it? Are we going to sell it? Are we going to keep it? Are we going to throw it away? So just make sure that we have enough space to do this. and then we can kind of go on to the next step. Step 2 is called the clean out. Now, this is where you just take everything out of that wardrobe or open them drawers, take everything out, and you just place them on the floor or in the area that you have spaced out for your stuff. Now, at this point, it's going to be like, oh my goodness, what is going on? When I first did my first declutter and I saw all my stuff just laid out on the floor, it was very overwhelming for me. I could see that I didn't put myself first because I had my boys' clothes and toys in there. I had a few bits of mine. I didn't really focus on myself, and that's what I realized when I had all my stuff laid out on me is I don't focus on me. I'm focusing on everything else. I had chargers, I had snacks, I had, shoes, old shoes. I had some tops that were not great and not good quality. And this is the time where you need your notepad now just to give yourself time to really think about what's coming up for you when you're looking at all your stuff laid out. When I look at my things, when I first did my clean out, I just realized that I'm a mess. Right at this moment, my life is a mess. And when I really thought about what was going on in my life at the time, it was very confusing. There was a lot of things going on and I was very confused, and I didn't know what to do with my life, and I didn't know where I was going to be in the future. And my clothes and the way my wardrobe was really reflected that on me. And this is why I'm really passionate about organization and, creating new systems and habits for the brain, because it can help you in your life. It's not just about the wardrobe. What we're doing is we're creating new habits, patterns that we can use in our life when we're making decisions, when we're around people, how we show up in the world. So I take this very seriously, and I always do start with the wardrobe, and then from there I will expand to the home. But I feel like the wardrobe is vital because that is how you're showing up in the world. And I realized in that space is that I was embarrassed about what was going on behind the wardrobe, but then I was walking out on the road looking like that. So if I really wanted to be a fashion designer at that time, and if you saw me back in the day, I didn't represent that because of what was going on in my wardrobe, what was going on behind closed doors. So let's put everything out on the floor, look at what's going on with your life, look at what's going on with your clothes and how you're showing up, and write a note. Just write down what is coming up. All right. Now we are going to sort through the clothes. So as I said earlier, you have your keep, donate, sell, trash, and repair. So with your keep items, this is the items, the clothing that you wear regular, right? So you will notice that there's a little pattern, that there's things that you go back to and to and to and to because they look good, or you feel comfortable, whatever the reason are. That's kind of like your uniform. So have a look at what you are repeating and wearing, and then think about, is that how you want to show up in the world? Now when I say show up in the world, I mean if you have a goal of a new career or meeting a partner, or just attracting new people in your life, or trying to boost your confidence and to get out there, what you're currently wearing and how you're currently showing up in the world, is that bringing you results? Is that bringing you the partner? Is that bringing you the new friends? If that is that making you feel good, where when you walk in a room you will go and talk to someone? So just think about the clothes that you wear and the environments that you're in. Are you getting results from that? If you are, that's great, continue with keeping them items. If you're not, and you think, no, this isn't really showing my personality, these clothes are not for me, then we need to kind of think about, what are you gonna be exchanging them for to show your personality? And we will go through style, personality, and personal styling in a later video, but for now it's all about thinking and having the feelings of what's coming up for you at this moment. This is just the foundation. We will go through the personal styling and the body shapes and all the fun stuff later, but right now is how you are right now. We need to work on that, and you need to think about what's coming up for you. So donate. We're going to donate anything that's good quality to charity. That's quite simple. Donate, give to friends, and that is the donation part. Sell if you want to. You can sell that. You have many, apps. You have Amazon, you have Vintage, you have Etsy. You can sell items, like items that are quite, luxury, or even items that you think, oh no, I want to sell this. It's fine. You can just sell that on them websites. Trash, obviously things that are, the quality is very bad, things that you just no longer serves you, throw them out, put them in the trash pile. Repair, you may have like some nice trousers or jeans or a jacket that you just may need some buttons or to for it to be hemmed, or you may need a new zip. Just make a note of that, put them to a side, but do get them repaired. If you know that you're not going to get them repaired, chuck them or give them to somebody who will repair them. And that's that. Don't keep things in hopes of, I'm going to do it. If you're going to repair it, let's get that to the dry cleaners or to the seamstress within the next couple of days. So then with your mirror that I asked you, to make sure you have a full length mirror, I want you to try on the clothes, make sure they fit you good. Think about, is this your style? Is this how you want to show up in the world? And are they in good condition? If you haven't wore the item in the last year, I would donate or just get rid. I did have a black dress, a lovely black dress that I never could fit into, but it was so nice and the quality was so nice. I used it as my goal. I said to myself, if I can fit into this dress, if I lose the weight and I can fit into this dress, I'm going to be so happy. So I kept one thing and I was able to fit into that dress, but I kept it because I was like, no, I need to fit into this. That's good, but it can't be a lot of things. Keep it to a minimal of one or two things. And it's a dress that I wear to this day, so I use it. But don't be keeping things that you think, oh, I'm gonna lose weight, or I'm gonna gain weight, or I may go, like, if you haven't worn it in the year, and even think about this, if it's not your style, let's get rid of it. And then we are gonna go on to step number 3. So step 3 is organization. We are gonna clean the wardrobe. Now everything's out and in its piles. We need to clean the wardrobe, make sure it's tidy, and then we are gonna organize the keep items. So in different seasons, what I do is if we're kind of to summer or spring, summer, the winter stuff, we'll start packing them away and putting them separate. I like to put things together like dresses. I'm looking over there because my wardrobe is right over there. So I like to do dress jackets, and then I will do blazers, and then I will do like tops, and then I do like this, I do long tops, then I do short tops, then I'll have my trousers, and then I will have my shorts at the end. And it's like color coordinated as well. I like to do things color coordinated. Like my gym sets, they're all together, colors together. It just works for me, but just figure out what works for you. You have your own system, because as I said, this is something that we are creating a new pattern. So whatever works for you, organize your wardrobe the way that you want to. Another thing is using matching hangers. Please make sure your hangers are all the same, matching. Make sure that they're all going the same way. So you're hooking them on the same way. Everything's facing the same way. My clothes face to the right, so when I pull it out, I can see exactly what I'm gonna wear. Instead of it being on the left, I prefer the right, so it's hooked over and then I put it out to the right. We are going to have dividers. You can either sort out your wardrobe and your chest of drawers and then get your dividers after, or before you start you can measure, order from IKEA or Amazon and do it that way. It's really up to you. There are also things like bag hooks and, you know, little things for your scarves and accessories, that little organizing things that you can get on Amazon and you can get from IKEA. Also, we're going to consider whether you are going to have like storage bins or baskets, or are you going to have shelf dividers. Really explore all the different options of storage options. There's so many nice little bits that you can add. Just add a little extra to your wardrobe that looks nice, which is really appealing to the eye. So that's the first 3 steps of the wardrobe clean out. I will be doing steps 4 and 5 in a later video. Taking the information, message me if you need any support, please message me. I'll put the guide link down below and I will speak to you soon. All right.